Hey, what's up you guys? BlackwingKei here, and happy Valentine's Day. Or, Feliz San Valentin, right? To celebrate love and friendship, amor y amistad. I hope you are having an awesome one, and a blessed one. And also to the Genshin Impact community, happy Lantern Rite. I hope you are having an awesome one in the game as well. You know, I love Liyue. I've loved Liyue since before, but now Liyue is so gorgeous. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm a little conscious of the way some people say and some people get so sensitive about how Liyue is pronounced. Like, people flat out say leeway. Like, I always heard that in the community, like, oh, leeway, why? It's not leeway, it's not leeway. I get it. I try to say Liyue. That's how I try to pronounce it. But yeah, I hope you're having fun taking awesome pictures as well, like I am. Liyue is gorgeous, especially at night while the lanterns in the sky. Yes, happy Lantern Rite. And of course, I don't want to forget, but if you guys have logged into the game today, February 14th, Valentine's Day, it is also Beido's birthday. You know, the Electro Claymore user, the pirates. Yes, her. Happy birthday to Beido. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to my posts, you know, community and the video uploads, you'll know that I love Genshin Impact a lot right now. It's like the only game I play on a daily basis. When I have a lot of free time, I'll be on it for at least 10-12 hours a day. On days that I don't have much time, you'll probably see me on there just to the dailies, 2 to 4 hours a day maybe. But yeah, Genshin Impact is life right now for me. I breathe it, I have dinner with it, and hell, I don't shit with it, but, you know, if I could, I would, right? So this channel has basically been dead since God knows when. You could probably look at my video history or my community history to see when it was last active, but on my birthday, I decided to upload that video with all the Genshin Impact waifus and husbandos that I currently have on my game, wishing me a happy birthday, and I loved it. I don't know, it made me feel special, you know, something in the game I don't see it often, where you actually get a celebrated birthday like that with voice lines. They don't say your name. It would have been perfect if you could, like, you know, add your name in there, and that would have been the icing on the cake. But it was amazing. I had a good time with that one. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. And celebrating my birthday, right? But I feel like there is no, like, exact way that I can express my love for Genshin Impact. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking it down the best I could. I actually took some notes, you know, to help clear my thoughts. You know, it actually helps when you sit down, think about it, what you want to talk about. I don't usually make this type of video though, if you've noticed. Usually I make a video, I just sit down and I start talking and I start rambling and going on a tangent, like you've already noticed that I've already been doing. But yeah, let's review. What am I going to be talking about? First, I'm going to be talking about Genshin Impact. Of course, this is the video. My experience with Genshin Impact thus far. But it's probably just going to be my experience with Genshin Impact overall. So why do I love it? When did I start playing? I'm probably not going to go too much into specifics of like who's my main, or probably will do that, but I'm not going to go into super specific details. I'm just going to be stating brief stuff. I'll even give a brief summary of the game and, you know, why I fell in love with it, of course. My experience in whole. I'm also going to be talking about the toxic side of Genshin Impact. The toxic community of Genshin Impact. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. And then I'll be talking about whether I'm going to be a content creator for Genshin Impact on this channel, whether this channel is going to transition into the Genshin Impact community like that. I'll be addressing that as well. So let's start the video. Alright, so I love Genshin Impact. Again, I cannot stress that enough, like I said. When did I start playing? I started playing Genshin Impact late October. That's the best way I can say it, because I don't remember exactly when it was in October, but it was definitely before Halloween. It was definitely way before Halloween, but it was not in early October and it wasn't in mid-October. I had the game sitting in my account because I'm playing it on the PlayStation 4, if you didn't know. Not on a PC and not on a mobile phone. My phone can't play it. So I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, in case you didn't know. So I did start playing around the Klee banner. Klee's banner, I believe, was halfway through when it was running. And I was lucky enough to actually get Klee because, you know, since I just started playing the game, I was getting a lot of primo gems and a lot of wishes, you know, just doing everything. Like, whatever the game is telling you to do, some world quests maybe, the story quests. The adventure handbook was God sent in the early game as well. Like, dude, you get a lot of stuff out of that. So that's probably where I took advantage of, and I managed to use the Primo Gems, and I managed to get Klee. Although I do remember it took me exactly 100 and I believe it was 102 rolls before I got Klee. That means I got somebody on the pity roll. I'd actually have to look back on that banner history, you know, the history in general. It'll tell me who I got before Klee that was a 5-star character. But it took me a bit, but I did get Klee, and that was fun times from there. So yeah, late October is when I started the game. Why do I love Genshin Impact so much? This question is going to have a loaded answer, but I'm going to try to condense it a bit to better put it out there. But, you know, I could literally make like a whole hour-long video alone on why I love Genshin Impact. Yeah, that's just how much I love it. Why don't we start listing off some things then? I love the characters, I love the story, the music, and the world in general. So yeah, that's about 4 things that I listed off. The 4 main things that I love about Genshin Impact. You know, I could go into detail for every little thing, but you know, that's again gonna be too long. So the characters, you know what I love about Genshin Impact? The characters that you could basically build anyone, and that character will be the very best in how you raise them to be, you know, how you build them. They're going to be the very best. I see a lot of people always disrespecting the cutie, the cute gal, Amber. Always a big disrespect for her in the community, and I really don't appreciate that. I get it's a long-running joke now that Amber sucks. People just don't want to build her right. Like, I've seen good Amber builds, and basically Amber doing stuff your other characters do. In this game, you can build a character to outperform characters meant to outperform the lower tier characters. You understand where I'm going with this? I'm going a little bit too deep into like the mechanics of the game and whatnot, but every character can be strong. You just have to know how to build them right and, you know, be dedicated to them. But some people just didn't want to be dedicated to Amber. I understand. There's other characters out there that can do a good job. Klee. Like, before Klee, it was Amber for me. Like, Amber was in my party throughout the whole thing, because she was, like, really my only pyro character. I did get Diluc, but I didn't really use him that much. At the beginning, yeah, I thought he was like a great addition. Like, oh my god, I got so lucky. I got Diluc, a 5-star character. Woohoo! You know, that was also before Klee, I think. But yeah, Amber was just my go-to character. I mean, she was a bow user. From at a long distance, I could shoot pyro attacks. That was pretty cool, you know? And also physical damage. I don't know. I loved Amber. But then I got Klee, and you know, Klee just changed my world. Characters, you can build them how you want to, and they will be good characters. It just takes dedication, and I know it's really hard in this game to do when there are so many characters. How do you know who to build? Like, you like Fischl, you like Amber, you like Chi-Chi, you like Klee, you like everybody. If you like everybody, it's going to be very hard to play this game, and very expensive, by the way, because, you know, this is a gacha game. I understand that. I don't want to sell this to somebody and then leave out the fact that there will be spending if you know, if you want to spend, you can spend, but, you know, I don't recommend it. Never overspend. Never overspend on the game, right? But yeah, being a gacha game and all, it's going to be very expensive. If you have a lot of characters, and especially like me, where you're going to have a problem not knowing who to build and you want to raise up every character, it's going to dig out your pockets because it's going to cost you, you know? It's going to cost you. So I also mentioned that I love the story of Genshin Impact, right? Right now, I'm really invested in the lore that Genshin Impact is putting out there. So I just love it when games, or in general, stories tend to do this, where you introduce one thing and then you just start sprinkling stuff all over. Like, first of all, the map is already huge. When I first saw that, like, this whole game that I could just go from up there to down there, and I'm like, yo, there's gonna be a lot to explore. Oh my god, I'm gonna have fun in this game. Yeah, those first few weeks of Genshin Impact, that's what really got me addicted to the game, exploring the whole map. But the story, what really hooked me, like, finally, around the Dvalin part, I wasn't really paying too much attention to the story in the early, like, I was just playing because, you know, I had in my mind that I actually wanted to do this for YouTube as well, like how I usually do my Let's Plays on my channel. You guys know what I mean. Or maybe a live stream. I was planning to add Genshin Impact to that lineup, but some things happened and I couldn't do that, so I just decided to start playing it on my own. That's probably what held me back too, on not playing it as soon as it came out, was because I was holding off because I was debating whether I wanted to add this to the YouTube live streams or Twitch live streams or what I wanted to do with that. So that's really why I didn't start playing as soon as it came out, and finally did like a month and a half later. So I wasn't really paying attention to the story early game. I was still, a bit invested, but I was still like trying to do other things. Like I was not really doing the main story. When I found out that events were coming out and that I had to be at a certain adventure rank to do certain stories, I kind of just started focusing on that. And then I came back to the story, right? Because I had to, in the early game, you have to be like adventure rank 28, I think was the highest to beat Dvalin. So I had to continue increasing my adventure rank, which promoted exploration in the game, treasure chests and puzzles in the world. That increases your experience and you're able to level up your adventure rank. Oh my god, that was so satisfying every time. That's what really hooked me. Now, what I wanted to say is that what really hooked me into this game, like the fangs sucking deep into my neck for Genshin Impact, it was the conclusion of the Liyue arc, I guess you would say, with Zhongli and the Adeptus and Child and the, what would you call this? One of the other gods in the game that you have to fight? Osial or something? So that story was amazing. So I may have gone a bit ahead of myself in the early months when I was still playing, when I finally got to that. It was in November, when that was a version 1.2. No, version Genshin Impact patch 1.1, when we finally got to conclude chapter 1 of Genshin Impact, with Zhongli, when they were released. Zhongli and Child. It was Child first, then Zhongli. So patch 1.1, that happened, and it was amazing. I loved the story. That's where I was really hooked on the lore. So I may have gone a bit ahead of myself and said that Genshin Impact is the One Piece of gacha games. Did you catch that? I'm going to say it again just in case it hasn't really sunk in. I said a few months back, Genshin Impact is the One Piece of gacha games. If you don't know what One Piece is, that's fine. I'm not going to kick you for that. What I was trying to say is that I feel this game is going to be massive in terms of its lore in comparison to how One Piece and its world building has become. I'm telling you, it was mind-blowing. When I was realizing this, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be amazing. It's just like One Piece. That's all I kept thinking about. Similarities, and not really characters or, arcs and whatnot, but just the structure of how it's building its world. That's what really opened my eyes. So again, I did say I went a little too far when I said that, but I still stick by it. I still believe that. That's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that's a fact, it is the One Piece of the gacha games. No, I think One Piece had its own gacha game, but what I'm trying to say is I haven't seen a game go that for a gacha game, a free-to-play game. You do not have to pay money to play the game. I mean, you pay money if you want some extra stuff, but that depends on you if you want to spend the extra dime. But to get this game, to experience it right now, you do not have to pay money. I guess you could add that to the list of why I love Genshin Impact. Free to play. You don't have to spend $60 or $80 for a deluxe edition, or $100 for the ultimate pack edition to play this game. You do not have to spend. It is straight free to play. And you're not penalized too, because some games that are free to play, they allow you to download the game for free, but then they sell you these other packs but you can pay $30 for the game and you get special bonuses like this and that, or pay $60 or pay $80. That's where I was going with that they don't have that in place. And it's good that they don't, because it gives you the feel that you need to pay to really, really win. But there's no PvP in this game. You don't have to worry about paying to win. Win at what? What are you winning at? The only reason you would pay in Genshin Impact is to basically, what am I trying to look for? To expedite your journey, your experience, not your journey, because your journey is controlled by the updates and the patch releases, right? So paying money in Genshin Impact would only affect you how long it would take you to get certain items or certain results. To see results faster, much faster than usual, you would pay money, but other than that, you would enjoy the game at a normal pace for free. So I've had brief discussions with other people in different communities, which I will get to later, like I said, And they argued that they would have preferred to pay like, no, not that. They argued that those other games are better because they paid that, and they would pay it for those games because they are better. What people mainly complain about Genshin Impact, and I don't take that right away to complain. Like, who has the right to take away somebody's complaint in a video game? Tell me. I don't. The main complaint of this game, and even I have felt it too, is the resin system. The resin system seems to be too limiting, especially for people in the late game. Because if you're in the early game, you don't even have to worry about resin. It's like you're playing, you're getting a bunch of fragile resin, which replenishes your actual resin, which is, like the stamina-based system that the game has in order for you to like get some certain items, power upgrades for your character and whatnot. So the main complaint is that the resin is too limiting. And like I said, that's only applies to those who are in the higher adventure rank now that don't really do much in the game if they've already done everything else. Like I currently am. I only log in, to do daily commissions, mine stuff, maybe farm for some artifacts, or maybe farm for a specific character coming out soon, preparing for that character. That's what I'll probably be doing on a daily basis until that happens. Or like now, the Lantern Rite Festival. I'm just having a fun time playing every day in the Theater Mechanicus or doing stuff, whatever comes out on a daily basis during this event. So that's what it's down to. In the early game, there is so much to do. So I would advise for new players, just take your time. You don't have to do every story quest right away. Explore the world first. I would say explore the world first. And if you do like to explore the world, perfect. And then do quests later. That's what I would say to new players, of course. But yeah, that's the main argument. So that's what they used. So here's my thing. Genshin Impact is free to play. And every free to play game, especially like gacha games, have this system where they limit you at some point. Where if you want more, you have to pay. But you're limited. Like Genshin does not give you unlimited replenish time either. Like either you use 800 Primogems a day, or you just pay X amount of dollars for that to play more in one day. But that's it. They will stop you. They're not going to be so predatory as to say like, hey, you want to keep playing today? Give us $5 more. Give us $5 more. I've literally played games like that before. And those are the pure definition of predatory. But you know what? This is not what this video is about. I will talk about gacha games and the predatory systems and, because I've played other gacha games before. I know the deal is. I know what the deal is. But I love the other thing about that I love. Of course, I just keep adding to the list at this point. It didn't feel as predatory to me. The only time where I feel like it's really being predatory is when a new character comes out and I really want them. And as a mostly free-to-play player, I know I'm not going to get every 5-star character because in order to get every 5-star character, you will have to spend. I see all these people saying like, oh, I'm free to play. I have about 90 million Primogems saved. I'm just waiting for that one character, and that's fine. It's fine. If you're doing that, that's fine. And then there's others that are saying like, hey, I'm free to play as well. By the way, I have Venti, I have Klee, I have Child, I have Zhongli, I have Keqing, I have all these other characters. I'm free to play, by the way, but I got all these 5-star characters. If you have every single 5-star character from when you started, either you're really lucky as a free to play, either you're really lucky, or you had to spend some dollars to actually get those characters. Here's my example for that. For the Child banner, I could have gotten Child if I had spent an extra. Let's see what it is, like $30. If I had maybe spent $30 to get more Primogems, I probably would have gotten Child. But unfortunately, I stopped pulling. I didn't want to pay money. So I stopped pulling. And then on my pity, it carried over to the Zhongli banner. And I managed to get Zhongli one day. Oh, no, on the day, like 30 minutes before he came out. What I did was I gave up on Zhongli as well. I pulled on his banner for a while. I gave up on Zhongli. And I wanted to get Albedo next. I'm like, okay, then I guess I give up on Zhongli. I'll pull for Albedo. And I heard that you can actually carry over your pity to that. And I pulled on the Zhongli banner and actually got him before, the banner expired. So I didn't get Albedo. So you see the trend? I got Klee, couldn't get Child. I got Zhongli, Couldn't get Albedo. I got Ganyu. Now I know where you're going with this. You're saying like, oh no, you didn't get Shao, did you? If you see my videos, you'll know that I have Shao. I spent about $80 to $100 to get Shao. Yes. I regret having spent that money like that. Because, again, I'm a mostly free-to-play player. I'm only going to spend where, like, you know, the Battle Pass and the Blessing of the Welkin Moon. It's really what I mostly get. And also the weekly gift bag, the gift bundle. I try to get those as well. But spending that much for Shao when he came out prevented me from actually getting the Welkin Moon for a bit and the Battle Pass. So, you know, some consequences. It carried over. Some consequences came out of that. I do apologize. This is how I get. I didn't really structure the way I was going to do this, but I'll keep going off on a tangent. But just to bring you back to this video, bring you back to speed, this is what I love. This is my experience with Genshin Impact so far. So this all counts as my experience playing the game, why I love it so much. So I've already spoken about the characters and how you can build them. I talked about the story and how when I got hooked on the Zhongli story, you know, and called it the One Piece of the GACHA games. By the way, I was taking that out of somebody. I hear a few people saying this about the light novel series of To Aru Majitu no Index. Some of you might know that by the anime, or some of you might know To Aru Kagaku no Railgun, the side story of that verse. So they're saying that these novels go so hard that it's considered the One Piece of light novels. So I coined off that term and said it about Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is the One Piece of gacha games. You know, kind of the same. That's what my mindset was, just for clarification. So characters, story, you know, everything that's going on with the story, the map, the music. I know you can probably hear it in the background. You probably can or cannot. I still have the game running in the background, so you can probably hear that. But there have been days where I finish, you know, my dailies and whatnot, and there was probably no event, but I just left the game on, and Liyue, of course, you know, to listen to the OST in the background. I've fallen asleep to this music. I'm telling you, man, I cannot tell you how many nights I just left it on and just fell asleep to the tunes. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love the OST. I really can't stress that out enough either, how much I love the music in this game. And the final one on that of what I love, I did say I love the community, and this is going to help transition into the next topic that I want to talk about. I've had good experiences with the Genshin Impact community, especially on the PlayStation 4 just recently that I discovered that I was a part of. That I don't remember when I was added to this group. You know how PlayStation has like this little community tab that you can actually go to. There's Simran Kagura, I'm a part of that. I don't remember when I joined that either. But there's Genshin Impact. So I was scrolling down through there, and it actually put a smile on my face that other Genshin Impact players are out there doing the same thing that I do. Sometimes I just take a random picture. Sometimes I try to say like, oh man, look, that was a beautiful picture. You know, people are complimenting each other in there. It was mostly positive, I was saying. I didn't really see anything negative yet so far on that community, like calling somebody out like, oh, you're stupid for doing that and that. You should do this and that instead, you know? Kind of like a backseat gamer from the sidelines. You know, it is what it is, but I haven't seen that on the PlayStation side. So, yeah, my experience with the community has been mixed, I would say. You know, you always have to have your bad apples wherever you go. Another place that's good if you're looking for a Genshin Impact community would be Discord. There's only one that I'm part of, and it's from this content creator. His name is Majestic Gaming. I'll probably have his link in the description below. I've been watching his videos like practically on a daily basis since I started playing Genshin Impact. You know, I started playing Genshin Impact. I looked up Genshin Impact videos on YouTube, and of course, in the early days, I was watching a lot of Mtashed, the Asian guy Genshin Gamer or something. I forgot. I don't know what his handle is, but yeah, him too. But I really stuck with Majestic Gaming because his videos come out as like very humble. You feel how humble he is towards the game and towards the community, and how he's always willing to help players. That Discord server of his is I've had a few experiences with there. and they were all good. Like, I wasn't immediately called out for some BS because I'm not doing this or that. There's probably some trolls in there. I don't know. I don't know every nook and cranny of every Discord server. I mean, come on. I'm not the Discord server FBI. Come on, guys. But my experience has been good in that server. So where my experience has been fairly mixed, like very mixed. Like, you know, you just get a pot and you start mixing everything you can find. Facebook. Now, I don't know where else this is a problem, but there are two Genshin Impact communities I'm part of in Facebook. One of them is a fan group, and I think the other one's the official. Like the official group of Genshin Impact. So the fan group is a problem. I mean, you just find it. A Genshin Impact fan page or some fan group on Facebook, and I would say that it's very toxic in there. A bunch of trolls. Yeah, like, if you're looking for trolls, that's the perfect place to go to, and just, you know, the place is festering with it. You know? Every day, I don't use Facebook too often anymore, but every time I just briefly scroll through my phone on the Facebook, you know, news feed, I see somebody posted on Genshin Impact, and it's always the same thing. I'm honestly getting tired of it, and I'm just going to rant here for a moment. Again, just talking about the community of Genshin Impact on Facebook. I'm going to leave that group, you know. I don't have to announce it, because that's one thing I hate too when people do this in groups where they announce like, hey guys, I'm fed up with this game. I'm not playing it anymore, so I'm leaving this group. Bye. And people, I love that somebody did that once, and the comment section was literally just spammed with, we're not in an airport, you don't have to announce your departure, and there's a gif of like a plane taking off. That was hilarious. How could I not jump in on that? Like, hey, this is not an airport, you don't have to announce your departure. Like, hello, who does that? Who does that? We don't care. We don't care. Honestly, we don't. If you don't like, you know, if you stop liking the game for whatever reason, that's it. Like, you know, it's like, well, I had my fun Genshin Impact, time to play another game. And I usually jump on board on that as well. When some people say, like, I'm bored of this. Like, why can't Genshin Impact be like this, be like that? And then other people would just say, like, can you play another game? Like, is this the only game you're playing that you have to be complaining like this? Like, whenever you're done with one game, play another game. I've seen some streamers do this too. It's like, not like, you know, not carrying over from that, but I've seen them play normally. They do their dailies, they do the event, and when there's nothing else to do, they don't want to spend money on the game. They, okay guys, I guess we can jump on another game. Want to play some Among Us? Want to play this other game? Want to see me play this other game? You know, because they were done with the game. Then I'm going to complain like, oh my god, no more Resin. Oh my god, what do I do? Why is Genshin Impact like this? No. No. So here's the one thing that really rubs me the wrong way with that Genshin Impact community on Facebook. It just feels like it's just a pure shit show, basically, where everybody's just there to compare their own the sizes of their manhood. Like, just imagine this: a sausage fest in a club, and everybody's just pulling down their pants, and they're just taking pictures of their junk, and they're showing it off. Like, hey guys, can you tell me is this a good angle for my, like, you see the veins and whatnot, the girth, does it look good? Do you recommend a better way that I can do this? Like, do I grab it this way? You know, it's like, why? Why do I have to constantly see that in my feed on a daily basis? It's just people taking pictures of their characters, basically showcasing like, hey guys, I can do 40,000 damage on my character. No food, no buffs. How can I make them better? Like, what do you recommend? Is this good enough? I would say people are high-key bragging right now at this point. Like, it's a super high-key brag. It's not low-key. It is not low-key. These guys are high-key bragging about their characters. Like, literally, I could probably open my phone right now and find somebody posting like, hey guys, my character did 90 billion damage. I have no Bennett on my team, and there's no food buffs, and yeah, there's no Mona either. It's pure my simple character. Is this attack good enough? Is this attack good enough? It's all I see. It's all I see. Is this good enough? Is this good enough? Hey guys, can you rate this? By the way, I'm free to play. I'm AR72. I'm free to play, by the way. And I look at my stats. Level 90, 5,000 attack, 200% 200% crit rate, 200% crit damage. Is this good enough, guys? Is this good enough, guys? Like, can I be better? Can I be better? It's like we're comparing attack. Like what? Like I expected going into this community. I expect the people to just be. And of course, how naive of me. Like I've seen this before in other communities. I'm not just shitting on the Genshin Impact community on Facebook. There's a lot of communities. Like I said, there's always bad apples everywhere you go. And it was so naive of me to think otherwise. I thought maybe people would just be on here, you know, talking about their experiences with the game. And maybe if they wanted some tips, you know, they would start saying like, hey guys, what's the best artifact? Like those are the standard questions like that could be asked. What are the best artifacts for this character? But not like constantly posting the same character. Hey guys, can I be better? Can you got any more tips? Like how can I make him stronger? How can I make him stronger? Like dude, you're already doing 900 billion damage. You broke the game already. What are you doing? All right, I have to keep my cable tucked away somewhere because I keep doing that and it's shaking the iPad. So yeah, guys, let me know. Have you ever run into that before? Like where people are just constantly comparing? Oh no, I've heard this as well in the game itself. Like of course, it will make sense that you would encounter these type of people on some communities, that you would also find them in the game. I personally, thank God I haven't run into this problem before, but I've heard many people run into like, they get kicked from parties because they're using a certain character like, oh, ew, you're using Amber, get out of here, I'm kicking you, because you know, you only want to see pure DPS characters. And then sometimes people don't want to play support, they get mad at that too, like a Barbara. Anyone who comes, you know, that's in my party, I'm not going to kick you for using a certain character. You know, if you die, you die. That's on you. If we lose, we lose. Okay, we'll start again. Like, it's not the end of the world. My console is not going to explode for, you know, losing one game of Genshin Impact. What is it, a trial or a boss fight? No, my roof is not going to cave in. Come on. Come on, guys. Like, do we really have to be that serious where we just start kicking people? Like, no, you use that character, get the hell out. Get the hell out. You're using Barbara? Get out. Get out. No, no. Like, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So, yeah. I hate that that's what it's really all about in that community. It's just comparing your manhood sizes and, like, how can you make it better? How can you keep making it better? How can you keep making it better? You know. What I'd love to see in a community, a healthy community, you know, helping other players out on what's best artifacts, how to best farm them, and a best way to use your resin. You know, I know there's like guides everywhere on YouTube, everywhere, but that's, you know, that would be what I like to see on communities for the most part. Not just, hey, look at this. I just did 5 billion damage. I killed this boss in one hit. Like, that's like what you constantly see. It's okay that one time, like, oh my god, amazing. You built your character so strong that you killed this boss in one hit. That's it. When you hear it 500 other times from the same person or different other people, it's like, okay, I mean, that's it. We've seen it. It's not new. It's not new, you know. Just fun little tidbits. Like earlier on the PlayStation, I saw somebody took a picture of their Barbara next to Shao, I guess from the latest event that just came out for him again. The update on the story quest, and it's basically like they were holding hands. It looked like they were holding hands from the way they positioned it, and that was just amazing. I'm like, oh my god, Barbara X Shao, you love to see it. You love to see it. Okay, I'm really sorry for this long video where it ended on the rant note on the toxicity of the Genshin Impact community, which it unfortunately has, you know. And again, every community is gonna be like that. It could be Pokemon, it could be Yu-Gi-Oh, it could be any other anime community or any other video game community, and you will find your toxic side of it. I guess from that point on, it's just learning how to differentiate, you know, the good from the bad, knowing where to hang, you know, hang with the right crowd. Like, don't stick around that negativity. As soon as, I promise you, as soon as I'm done recording this video, I'm going to log back onto Facebook. I'm going to leave that group. I'm not going to announce it because, of course, like, I'm not at an airport. I'm not waving to a bunch of people like, bye, guys. It's been fun. You guys are too toxic for me. You know, don't hang with the wrong crowd. It applies in real life and it applies in offline as well. You know? If you feel like a community is too toxic and you're not really, it's not improving anyway, just leave. That's it. You don't have to say anything. Just walk out. You walked in the door, walk back out the door. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So it's been like a total of it's about to be 4 months total exactly since I started playing Genshin Impact, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I know I've seen a lot of people saying that, hey guys, I'm bored of this game and I'm no longer playing it. Like, people just stop playing the game, you know, they drop out of it. And I've always like left like essays of responses on people explaining why I haven't stopped playing. It's just like, I always find something to do every day in the game. Like, I do my dailies, I do my grinding for artifacts, and maybe farm something else. And then I just find something else to do. Maybe I could find some more treasure. Like, I have everything 100% on the map, but maybe there's something out there that I missed. Maybe there's a refresh on the chest. I could go look for that and just focus on the next thing that I have to do. That's it. That's what I do. So I still find something new to do in the game every day. So I've said that I'm shocked that I still find ways to play this game 2 to 4 hours, even 10 to 12 hours a day when I have a lot of time to play Genshin Impact. Like, I'm already 4 months into this game and I'm still playing it so much. Damn, that's a shocker. And I love that. I love that my interest has not fallen from this game. And going into the future, I'm still going to love it. I'm still going to love it. At least I hope I do. You know, God willing, I hope that I am in good health again, you know, for next year. And that I will continue to play this game and they continue to update it. You know, I love it. I love what they're doing with Genshin Impact. For those who haven't played it, or for those, you know, that won't give it a chance, or that gave it a chance and it just wasn't for you, it's understandable. You know, I'm not gonna hold a gun at your head and say you have to play this game. Similar with One Piece, I don't go out the streets, you know, in public and hold guns to people's head like you have to watch One Piece, greatest manga of all time, greatest anime of all time. Well, greatest manga of all time, you know, asterisk, greatest anime of all time. You know, just put Wano in like quotations there. Okay, I talked about my love, my experience for Genshin Impact, and I talked about the toxic side of the community, which I also do love the community. It's a love and hate relationship with the community. And yes, there is one more point I do need to address before I end this video. So this is going to be about whether I'm going to be a content creator for Genshin Impact for my YouTube channel. So I've decided that I'm not going to be a content creator for Genshin Impact. You know, I'm still going to play other games. Like, when other games come out, I will want to play them and upload them to my channel. But for right now, you'll be seeing this shift where I'm only focused on Genshin Impact, but I'm not going to be a dedicated content creator for Genshin Impact. I will only be sharing my experiences throughout the story of Genshin Impact, and maybe come up with some theories on the juicy lore of Genshin Impact that we're getting. You know, we're getting bits and pieces of juicy lore in Genshin Impact. That's why I love it so much. The story / lore. I love it. Yeah, so that's going to be my focus with Genshin Impact. I'll occasionally be sharing, you know, little videos like that. Like, I started off with the birthday video, right? Then I did Genshin Impact Snap, which was, you know, a homage to Pokemon Snap, which is coming out soon on the Nintendo Switch, new Pokemon Snap. So I decided to, like, hey, look, this is kind of similar. Genshin Impact Snap, take pictures of different things. So I started with the red version, blue version, or maybe vice versa. Then I did the Geo Bishop edition. Then I did, you know, I was kind of going off of Pokemon like that. So that was pretty fun. Then I recently did the Xiao story, the story quest that you do for him, and I'll probably be making another video soon when his story quest updates. So that's what you can expect from me in the coming months now for Genshin Impact. And the best way that I can possibly do it is going to be basically story updates from Genshin Impact, and of course, you know, random stuff too. Like, maybe I'll do some random thing and I just want to show it off and I'll upload that. But it's not going to be like what other content creators are doing. I'm not really going to be making focus videos on guides on how to do XYZ or any tips and tricks and whatnot. Way back in the day, I kind of wanted to be like that. You know, I was inspired off of different YouTubers, but I don't want to do that. I see enough Genshin Impact content creators doing that, and it's okay. Like, I feel like I'm satisfied with what I'm seeing in that community. I don't feel like I have to add to that, and plus I don't really want to do that. I don't have the ability right now to do videos like I used to, you know, edit and whatnot. Unfortunately, this is why I'm recording on my iPad and doing this. I'm gonna do my best to edit this, you know, to condense it. It's almost an hour long right now. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be when you guys see it, but yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I'm trying my best with what I got. And who knows, this might be a good experience for me for when I do return to the game of trying to be a better content creator on YouTube. When I get all my stuff, situated, let's see if things will be better. But for now, I'm in a bit of a struggle. Some things have happened. Thank God I still have the roof over my head. I'm still alive. Heart is still beating. But it has been easy. 2020 has been how would I best describe it? A catastrophical year for me. Things have happened that I never would have expected in my life to happen. But they happened. And I have hope in my heart that things will get better. And maybe I'll eventually in the future, if I am open to speak about it, I will probably speak about it. For now, just know that I am trying to be better. I'm trying to get better for this channel as well, for the future of what I want to do, and just in general of life, and hoping that things, I have high hopes that my life will get better as well moving forward, God willing, of course. I've been going to church a lot. Just on a side note, I've been going to church a lot, reading the Bible. The Bible's an interesting read. I love reading stories, I want to say. Now, it's good that the Bible is there and it helps to feel like the spiritual connection and whatnot. But I'm telling you guys, the Bible is a good read. There's some good stuff in there. All right, how about we finally conclude here? So yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to touch on. I'm not going to be a content creator. I'm not going to be making guides. I'm not going to be like Tectone. Tectone's a big Genshin creator, the Asian guy gamer, or Asian guy Genshin. Matt Jestik I consider to be up there as well, because he is speed with those uploads. He will mostly be the first one to upload a type of guide or news updates. Maybe some news updates I will put out there if I'm really excited for it. I will go like, hey guys, did you check out that new banner? Oh my god, Hu Tao's banner is going to have her, him, they. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that occasionally. And this channel will also still do reactions when I can, when it's in my power. But yeah, that's pretty much a conclusion. My experience with Genshin Impact thus far. So tell me what you thought. In the comments down below, let me know if you've been playing Genshin Impact. Let me know your experience, It could be brief. It doesn't have to be a wall of essay. You don't have to go that far. If you do, I guarantee you that I will read every word of it. I love reading, if you couldn't tell. I just brought up the Bible, and the Bible is like 2,000 pages in there or more. 2,000 plus pages in the Bible. So, I love reading. I love reading. It's like a passive nature of mine that I really don't show too much. Like, not many people know that. You would look at me and you probably say like, you don't really like to read, I guess. You don't usually see a book in my hand, but it's a passive nature of mine to read. I never really told you who my main is in Genshin Impact right now. Ganyu is kind of the waifu right now at the moment. I really, really like her. She's the first character that I actually went really far to invest in terms of talent and, leveling her up right away and grinding for her. I spent weeks grinding the Cryo Regisvine to actually get her up there. Before Ganyu, it was Klee. I really focused on Klee a lot. I liked her. Klee is so adorable, I wouldn't go as far as to say when I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Klee, in name of Klee. Klee is a very unique name. She's very cute, that's for sure. But yeah, Ganyu is the waifu. I like her a lot. So that's my main, if you want to know. Let me know who you like to play with. Who do you build? What do you do in Genshin Impact? What do you like doing? What do you love about it? I want to know you guys' experience as well. I love to read about that. Also, in the coming months, I will be making separate videos addressing different topics, because this is a loaded video, and I'm trying to keep it condensed to just this topic, but I will be addressing about the Discord. I'm currently no longer in the Discord, quote unquote, technically not in that Discord anymore, so it's been abandoned. The Patreon, please don't support the Patreon that I put up. Don't go on there. That's what I'm saying. Just please don't go on there. There's nothing there right now. I only set that up for the Monster Girl Island thing. Monster Girl Island update, I'll talk about that in the future as well. Right now, have nothing to say about it right now. But yeah, so leave the Patreon alone. Don't do anything. Like I'm gonna try my best to go back to those videos, remove those links, remove the Discord links, remove the Patreon links. Don't support that right now. Just go to my home channel, my home page, and you'll see the links that are actually ongoing right now. The ones that I'm supporting, where you'll find me at. You'll find me at Twitter. You know, Twitter/BlackwingKei. Best way to contact me, because I'm on Twitter at least daily. You know, mostly at night. You'll find me on Twitter. That's when I reply and whatnot. So you can catch me there. There's an Instagram as well, but you know, I haven't been on Instagram in a while. I also do have Twitch. Yo, you can hear my voice. My voice is leaving me. I've been speaking for over an hour. I also do have Twitch, and you can see that in the description as well, but I'm not currently live streaming, so just be mindful of that. And that's pretty much it. If there's one more thing I'm going to add right before we finish, we're almost done. That's it. This is the last thing. It's Beto's birthday. So happy birthday, Beto, once again. And to the Genshin Impact community, happy Lantern, right? I'm going to read off quickly. You guys probably seen this already if, you know, you got the same message. If you have Beto, you got the same message. So she gifts you 10 violet grass and 2 of the food item. It'll probably say in the message. So time passes real quick, huh? Sometimes when you sail out to sea, you can't ever say when your feet will touch dry land. By coincidence, our voyage this time was plagued with storm and rain, to the point where 2 of the lads thought that we might not return. Ha! As if I'd let them fret. We all made it back in one piece. Ah! Is that a One Piece reference? Is that a One Piece reference? I see what you did there, Genshin. I see what you did there. Let's meet up. It's a fine occasion today. So why don't you come over and try some of my cooking? Oh, Beto cooks, huh? By the way, here are a few fresh violet grass flowers that I picked along the way. I heard Xianling say that you were on a hunt for these spices for a while. You're right, yes I was, because Chi-Chi requires the violet grass a lot. Yes, thank you. Next time you need something like that, just give me a shout. I'll get it sorted for you. Oh, thank you, Beto, thank you. And happy birthday again. To all you Beto mains out there, I hope you're happy with that one. A nice gift from Beto. And that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you so much for the support that you guys have given me throughout the past year. You don't know how much it means to me. Again, thank you for the 4,000 subscribers. Like, I never thought I would get that high. You know, I had some ambition when I first made the channel so long ago, and when I decided to go with the route of gaming, but, you know, I guess I can say this now, since I'm really close to it. My goal for the channel was just to at least have uploaded in my lifetime of YouTube uploads, at least have uploaded 500 videos, and, you know, at least 5,000 subs. At least I'm almost there to 5,000, right? You know, so I'm still working on that goal, right? Road to 5,000, hype, yes. But yeah, I really want to thank you guys so much. You don't know how much it means to me. I have to thank Monster Girl Island and Red Amps for creating such a masterpiece that helped me boost subscribers on my channel, you know, by covering that game, just playing it, experience it with you guys. Oh man, that was fun. But yeah, that's it for this video. Once again, guys, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Lanterns, right? Happy gaming in Genshin Impact. And I hope you get lucky in the character that you want to roll, and I hope you get them. Remember not to overspend. It's BlackwingKei, and I'm out of here. Bye.